What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So Social Security sends out a mail to millions of Americans. And it's an interesting mail. We're going to go over the details of it here in this video and how it can or will save millions of people a lot of money. And I'll show it to you here in this video. That's right. I got it. And I will show it to you here in this video. And we'll go over the details on how it's going to save people money. Also, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. We'll go over the details on that here in this video, part of the big, beautiful bill. Also, the $6,000, as well as a lot of these details from the big, beautiful bill that we will cover in this bill that is now law. That's right. If you've seen my previous videos here that a lot of people have been watching here, we just had a video get over 500,000 people watched it. Yeah, there's a lot of details going on here right now that we've been covering here on our show. So let's jump right in. We're going to jump into some of these details here and get you the information here right now. We are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here, and if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. It's completely free to do so, and this way you won't miss out when we go live and when we have new videos come out here. Click the bell icon after you subscribe and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing here, and don't forget to hit that like button here. Okay, so Social Security just sent out a mail here to millions of Americans. Let me know if you got it here. Here it is. Take a look here. Okay, so here it is, directly from Social Security. Okay, this is an email. Somebody forwarded this to me. Social Security applauds passage of the legislation known as the Big Beautiful Bill. I'll read it to you here. Social Security applauds passage of legislation providing historic tax relief for seniors. Yep. And here's what it says. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom this in. No, that's probably about the best I can do. Okay. I'll read this here for you, though. Okay. The Social Security Administration is celebrating the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. That's literally the name of the bill. Okay. So if you're wondering why everybody keeps calling it that, that's what Republicans named the bill. Okay. A landmark piece of legislation that delivers long-awaited tax relief to millions of older Americans. This is an actual email from Social Security. Okay. Now remember, Social Security is basically run by Republicans now during this administration. Okay, the bill ensures that nearly 90% of Social Security beneficiaries will no longer pay federal income tax on their benefits, and I'll explain this to you why here in a second. Okay, I actually went over this with my father-in-law, who's an accountant, and we had to figure out how they came to this, and we figured it out. Okay. So again, this bill ensures that nearly 90% of Social Security beneficiaries will no longer pay federal income taxes on their benefits, providing meaningful and immediate relief to seniors who have spent a lifetime contributing to our nation's economy. This is a historic step forward for America's seniors, said Social Security Commissioner Frank Bonsignano. For nearly 90 years, Social Security had been a cornerstone of economic security for older Americans. By significantly reducing the tax burden on benefits, this legislation reaffirms President Trump's promise to protect Social Security and help ensure that seniors can better enjoy the retirement they've earned. The new law includes a provision that eliminates federal income taxes on Social Security benefits for most beneficiaries, providing relief to individuals and couples. Additionally, it provides an enhanced deduction for taxpayers age 65 and older, ensuring that retirees can keep more of what they earn. Okay? Social Security remains committed to providing timely, accurate information to the public, and will continue working closely with federal partners to ensure beneficiaries understand how this legislation may affect them. Okay? So first, let me know if you got this email here. And secondly, let me know if you fully understood it. Because at first, my father-in-law, he was like, oh, wow, they passed the bill and there's no federal income tax on Social Security. And I was like, I don't think that's the case. I haven't seen anything about that. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And, he, just read the email, and, he doesn't follow this stuff as closely as I do. Obviously, I'm here with you guys pretty much every day. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think they passed no federal income taxes on Social Security. They have the $6,000, what they call I'll actually read it here. As you can see here, GOP, which stands for Grand Old Party, tax bill, which is Republican Party, includes a $6,000 senior bonus. Here's who qualifies. Okay, so they're calling this a senior bonus. It's actually $6,000 per person. So if you're a married couple, it's $12,000 if you're both over the age of 65. Okay, so they're calling this a senior bonus. And this also, in addition to the standard deduction, which is also increased, the way they've come to this is you can actually look, the White House has a thing here directly from the White House. No tax on Social Security is a reality in the One Big Beautiful Bill. And you have to actually kind of, look into, again, they say for about 90%. Okay, so the top 10% of income earners are still going to pay some taxes on Social Security. And basically is with the $6,000 senior bonus and the standard deduction increase for seniors, that would mean that about 90% of Americans will not pay taxes on their Social Security. Okay, so that is the way they're coming to this. Now, because of the reconciliation process, they could not do no tax on Social Security, okay, because of the Byrd rule, B-Y-R-D, the Byrd rule, okay. And they say here, this amounts to the largest tax break in history for America's seniors, and make sure that after, what is that, the thing's in the way, after years of earning their Social Security, seniors can save more of their money, essentially making it so that 90% of Americans do not pay taxes on Social Security, which is a good thing, okay? So let me know your thoughts here in the comment section. I thought that, hey, they did the best they could with that provision there. And really quick, I want to share how folks are saving thousands on their Medicare and Medicare Advantage with my partner, Chapter Medicare. Nobody does Medicare how they do. They save people tons of money, on average $1,100 back in your pocket because of their system. And Medicare is a mess. But Chapter has advisors that can help you through all the systems and all the changes that have been happening here recently. They listen, they compare every single plan, and with this can mean a lot of savings for you. Like Ray, who commented here on one of my videos that he says he saved over $1,200 with just one phone call to Chapter. He says, the advice Chapter gave me saved over $1,240. Thank you, Chapter, for your advice. Another comment says, Tim, he shared, they found a better plan for him and he saved a lot of money. And I get comments like this all the time. And the best part is using Chapter Medicare is 100% free. And they could save you or a loved one who needs Medicare soon or is already on Medicare. See if they can find you a better plan that might save you or could put benefits back in your pocket a lot of money. Now, whether it's Medicare, Medicare Supplement, Medicare Part D, Medicare Advantage, they will find the plan that fits your needs. So call this phone number on the screen or click that link down below in the pinned comment and see if they can get you or your loved one a much better plan. Also in this bill, Congress passes Trump's big, beautiful bill. When will no tax on tip and no tax on overtime start? Well, this is a little bit of a kind of a trick question. So, this essentially will start now, but will go into effect when you do your taxes in 2026, okay? If that makes sense. So when you go to do your taxes is when you will get the cash back, if that makes sense, right? Okay. So you won't see an immediate reduction in your paycheck or increase in your paycheck unless you literally go to your HR department and say, start withholding less taxes, which you could do. And maybe some people will do. You could do that. But again, you have to be very careful with how much taxes you have withheld. So that is something that maybe some people could do. If you typically normally get a refund at the end of the year, and now you're saying, hey, I work a lot of overtime or I work with tips, and I already report some tips, and now I plan to get even more of a refund, you could go to your HR department and say, well, I already get a refund every year. Now I'll probably get even more of a refund. You could go to them and say, well, maybe I'll adjust that, and I don't want to even get even more of a refund, so I could, have a little bit of taxes, less taxes withheld. Again, this isn't really tax advice because I'm talking to thousands of people, so as always, do your own due diligence and make your own, specific choice for yourself. But, obviously, this big, beautiful bill, some people love it, some people hate it, because there's so many different provisions in here that may help some people and may not help some people. We got no tax on tip, no tax on overtime, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and now the no tax on Social Security. But then we got, a lot of people complaining that they're going to lose their Medicaid, and again, that's going to affect different people differently. Republicans are saying that this is the largest tax cut in history, which brings down the taxes of every tax bracket. But then we have a lot of people saying that this isn't going to help them. So you guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comment section. We also have Speaker Mike Johnson, House Speaker, saying that there is another bill coming here after this one, that they're going to be doing another bill through the reconciliation process. And they literally can do this. I'm not actually sure how many bills they can do through the reconciliation process per year, but they have 2025 and 2026. So they can do multiple bills. And remember, just like this bill that passed, you'd be surprised how many people I've seen saying, this bill will never pass, this bill will never pass. And if you listen to me, I've just been kind of a voice of reason throughout the years, and I'm not really Republican, I'm not really Democrat, but I can tell when Republicans are going to pass their own bill. And I can also tell when Democrats are going to pass their own bill, just like Biden did with their, I think it was the IRA bill, Inflation Reduction Act, that had the $1,400 stimulus checks. And remember, this bill from the Republicans has, the $6,000 senior bonus. It has the $2,200 child tax credits. It has the lower taxes for all Americans, but yet it cuts Medicaid. So it has all these pros and cons, right? So when Democrats had control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, I said the same thing. Democrats are going to pass this bill completely on their own. And same thing with this bill. Republicans were going to pass this bill completely on their own, unless something happened where they weren't going to get enough Republican votes, it was pretty close in the Senate. I mean, it was 50-50 because a couple Republicans didn't vote for it because they actually wanted more cuts. They didn't want to have so much added to the deficit. Okay. Well, Republicans are saying, or Mike Johnson's saying, that there's going to be another bill after this. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with the next bill. And I will keep you up to date here with all of this going forward. So make sure to share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information. Share this video on social media. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below if you haven't yet, so you don't miss out on future videos, and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live with new videos, and I will keep you up to date. Click here to see more details of the big, beautiful bill, including details on the $6,000 and the $2,200 that are in that bill. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.